you have any good memories or pertinent ones as when you were a studio musician? Something, little tidbit.
That was, I think, the most memorable was probably "Stranger in the Night" with Sinatra, you know, and the Viva Las Vegas movie with Elvis was a lot of fun. You know, I was a hog in a room full of slop. It seemed to, I mean, terrible expression, I know, but you know, a hog likes that stuff.
Yeah.
But I just really enjoyed being in that. That was a lot of fun. But in fact, after Phoenix and after Gentleman of Mine, I was 67. I was still doing studio work because I can make more money there doing studio work than I could out on the road doing clubs and gigs. You know.
Is it like any other job where some backbiting amongst other studio musicians?
Oh, sure. It's you know, it's like anything else, especially the contractors, you know, and all that jazz. But I was friends with some, like Jimmy Bowen, for instance. He and I were writers together and did the demo sessions for a publisher there in L.A. before he became the producer that he is today, even. In fact, I'm still with Jimmy Bowen. He's my producer on Capitol Records now. So I got to do a lot of good studio work. It was fun. Working with Merle Haggard during the heyday years, what I call them, you know, Mama Tried and The Fugitive, and it was just great singing with he and Bonnie.
Is that you on the opening intro on California Dreaming?
No, that didn't. I would just mainly, I think that was John did that, John Phillips.
Oh, was he?
I just did some tracks for them with Lou Adler. Lou was the producer then. I did a lot of sessions with Lou. Did all the Janet Dean stuff with him. Some of the association stuff. You know, you'd go in the course of a day, you know, it was amazing. You'd do as many as 5 or 6 sessions in one day, and you'd work with a Haggard, with a Sinatra. Sinatra was in for all of 30 minutes on Strangers in the Night. Bingo, he's gone. That was it. But the band had been there for an hour and a half rehearsing, you know. So, and you know, you just go to another gig, man. It was fun. The Mamas and the Papas, and it was just fun days.
Nothing detrimental that you think about? Any particular person you didn't like that had a attitude about their being a star?
I think probably the guy that used musicians more than anybody else was Phil Spector. Pardon me, Phil, I gotta say that, you know, the 2 for 35 and you're in there for 4 hours, you know, with your hands bleeding and scab dates and so forth. Yeah. But Phil really did put out some good products.
Well, now lately you've gone back to the gospel roots in music. Is there a comfort in staying there now?
I did a couple of things with James Robinson down in Phoenix and for TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network, and it's really a lot of fun to get up there, boy, and sing words that you know are true. You know, I'm not singing about being lonely tonight and out drinking in a honky tonk. Yeah. You know? Well, I never did do those kind of songs anyway. But you know, to sing about Jesus and to sing about God is really a high. And seems the singing's better and the playing's better, it seems like, because it's something that you really can get your toenails into. And I quit drinking 3 years ago. And of course drugs, that's way in the past. That was even before that. And it's really amazing what you can do if you get Jesus on your side. I mean, you know, he's just there waiting.